before we start this video, yes, I have a Band-Aid on. Yes, I got it from cooking. Oil splashed on my skin. Yes, it's peeling. Yes, it looks gross, but we're gonna ignore it. We're gonna ignore it because that's not why we're here. We're here to watch this good video. So let's get into it. Hello, I'm Judy, the organizer and creator at Rescue My Space. Welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, welcome to my channel. So today's video is a little different, even though I feel like I've said that before, but it's different because I'm actually going to be showing you guys some container store organizing product dupes from stores like Walmart, Amazon, and none other than IKEA. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Oh, before we continue, make sure you like this video. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe below right here. Hit that button, hit it. All right, let's continue. So first and foremost, y'all know I love the Container Store. I'm a stan for the Container Store. I go all the time. So this video is not at all a bash to the Container Store. I just want to give you guys some alternatives when it comes to organizing products because I do understand that some of their products can be a bit expensive. And I want to make sure that you can create the same space using similar items. So with that said, the first product on my list are water hyacinth bins. And if you know me, if you watch any of my videos, you know I'm obsessed with water hyacinth bins. I can say that all day. Water hyacinth, water hyacinth, water hyacinth, water hyacinth. Okay, I'm sorry. But anyway, so the Container Store has these beautiful cube water hyacinths. And one of the reasons why I love cube bins is because they're pretty deep and they can store a lot. So this specific water hyacinth bin goes for $25.49, but Walmart, of all places, I always forget about Walmart, but they have great stuff. Walmart has a dupe that goes for $4 for $90, but when you break it down, that's $22.50 for one. So it's $3 cheaper than the Container Store cube, but it does come in a set of 4, which I'm always about making sure that you get a good number of the same bin because that's gonna give you a very aesthetically pleasing space. And it's gonna look very symmetrical and cohesive, which is usually what we like to look at whenever we see an after or a completely organized space. Whew, that's a lot. But one of the best characteristics about the Walmart option is they are foldable. I love anything that's foldable because what this means is when you're done using it, you can fold it and put it away. Unlike the other cube, it just stays in its form. So you got to figure out where you're going to sit it when you're not using it. But these, you fold it, you can put it in a tote, put it in the garage, put it in the attic. I mean, you can put it away. You can even slide it under like your bed or somewhere else and you don't have to see it. I love foldable cubes. I actually have these in my storage room / pantry number 2, and they work perfectly in there. So you will be noticing that most of the items that I'll be mentioning are very neutral, black, white, you know, a little bit of beige, a little bit of like natural wood colors. Those are my jam, that's my style, so y'all know that. So the next product is the OXO canister. And if you know, these are probably one of the best quality canisters on the market. They just do such a great job at keeping your stuff fresh, but they are expensive. So this canister is the OXO cereal dispenser and they go for about $19.99, which if you have to buy more than one, like 5, assuming that you probably have a variety of cereal in your home, they can be expensive. But on the contrary, IKEA has these amazing canisters called IKEA 365. And if you watch my channel, you probably have seen these many a times. And they go for, at least their cereal dispenser goes for $5.99. That's a steal. I love these canisters. Whenever I come across people who don't want to spend that much money on canisters, like the OXO brand, I always suggest the IKEA brand. And honestly, they are probably my favorite canisters on the market thus far. They're aesthetically pleasing. They're very functional. The shape of them make it easy for you to hold with ease. It's just a beautiful canister and it's so inexpensive. I mean, I live by these. Yes, they're about like $15 difference, which is crazy. So if you have an IKEA in your area, snag these now. So staying with canisters, because I love the pantry, the next item on my list are the Acacia or the Montana jars with the Acacia lids at the Container Store. These are such beautiful canisters and I actually have them in my laundry room and in my coffee station, which we're still looking for a coffee machine. Yes, they're so expensive. but that's neither here nor there. They're just beautiful, beautiful, like aesthetically pleasing jars that I feel like sit beautifully on a countertop or just visibly. But IKEA, because of course IKEA would, they have a very beautiful dupe. Even though their dupes don't have the acacia lid, they do have a bamboo lid, which I feel like works the same. I love wood, so bamboo is beautiful. So the jar at the Container Store goes for $19.99. Yes, and the jar, the large jar at IKEA goes for $9.99, $10 difference. And they do literally the same thing. They're so beautiful. I mean, IKEA just has beautiful jars, beautiful lids that go with these jars. And when you're looking for a more inexpensive product, I definitely would say go to IKEA. So staying in the kitchen and going inside the fridge, the next product on my list are these egg organizers. So if you watch my fridge video, you have seen that I have swapped out my old egg organizer and went for the home edit option, and I love it. I do. It has a lid. It's cute. It's nice. It's aesthetically pleasing, but the Container Store does have another brand, and this egg organizer goes for $15.99. But on Amazon, the probably exact bin organizer goes for $9.14, and they literally look the same. So if you're trying to organize your fridge and you are looking for something at the Container Store and you're like, this is a bit expensive, go over to Amazon, go over to another place, go over to Walmart, because you're probably going to find a very similar product for less. But that's only if you are looking for cheaper alternatives, of course. Some people don't care. We're gonna go over to the closet area, and the next item on my list are these amazing purse organizers. So I love these bins at the Container Store. They're so beautiful. The Cambridge actually line has various organizers, and this is one that I always navigate to. They're so beautiful to look at. I've used them in a few client spaces, and they go for a pretty penny. So the cost for these are $19.99 just for one, but IKEA has an alternative that goes for $5.99. And yes, the color is brown, but this brown is a beautiful neutral. And I feel like if you were trying to organize a space and you wanted to use gray, you can go with this brown and still get the same refined look. I love it. These are so gorgeous. When I came across this on their website, I was like, wait, come again. And I'm gonna be doing Tony's closet makeover soon, and I'm definitely going to be bringing some of these in. Of course, he doesn't have any purses, but I will be using them to store like his hats, his winter items. I mean, I cannot wait to show you guys that space, so definitely check these out. I'm going to probably go buy them now so that they don't go out of stock, but this particular one at IKEA is so gorgeous, and it's literally more than half the price. It's a steal. I mean, when I saw them, I was flabbergasted. So definitely, you know, go check it out, but don't buy them all out if you're here in Houston, because I need to buy some. So the next item on my list is the wire basket. So the Container Store has so many different type of wire baskets, but this one in particular is probably something that I would use in my space. I just love how it looks, and it goes for $24.99, but Walmart has an alternative, and I feel like the alternative is literally a perfect dupe. These are from Better Homes and Garden, and look how beautiful they are. They do have the gold detail, so if you are someone who likes to throw in a pop of gold, these are probably the perfect bins for you. They actually come in a set of 3, which I love when things come in a set and they're all the same size, because when you're trying to create an aesthetically pleasing, organized, functional space, you need more than one of that bin or basket or whatever it is. You need a few, and I feel like 3 is a perfect number. I usually go in increments of 3 or increments of 4 when it comes to the layout of organizing products, and I think this does perfectly. So the cost for 3 is $36.30, but for 1, it's $12.10. Compared to the one to the Container Store, this is literally a steal. So definitely check these out if you're looking for wire basket alternatives, because they are cheap and nice to look at too. So we're getting out of the closet and we're walking into the bedroom, and the next item on my list are these drawer dividers. And if you know I love a drawer. I love a drawer. So the drawer organizer at the Container Store, it's very beautiful. It has sections, and it's perfect to add in your drawer or on a shelf. And they go for $9.99 for one, but IKEA and Walmart have beautiful dupes, and honestly, I probably would buy those options. So IKEA's drawer organizer that looks just like the Container Store, but white, goes for $2.99. which is absurd. $2.99. We throw away $3, don't we? I do. Maybe not like really throw away, but you know, it's easy to waste $3, even though I'm not telling you to waste $3. But they do literally the same thing. But what I do love about these dividers is they zip together to create the form. And when you're done, you can unzip and just put it away. I love stuff like that. But the Walmart option, they come in a set of 2. They're a bit different, and they're actually $11.99. And even though you may be thinking, but that's more, but it's literally $2 more, but it comes in a set of 2, which, I mean, that's a no-brainer to me. So yeah, these are great alternatives. They do exactly what you need them to do. They almost give the same vibe and look that you're looking for if you're going for the Container Store option. But again, they're much cheaper. They do the same thing, and there's literally no wrong way to go when you go with these options. So now we're going in the bedroom, or staying in the bedroom. Can't remember what I just said, but we're gonna talk about some underbed storage. So for some of you guys who probably don't have a lot of storage, using under the bed is the perfect way to store your items. And the Container Store, of course, has a product that does that for you. But their product goes for $14.99, which is not too bad. But when you compare it to the IKEA version, you are literally going to gasp. I don't know, maybe not. So the IKEA version is white, but it goes for $6.99. So basically you can buy 2 for the price of 1 at the Container Store. And because it's really not going to be seen, I don't see the point in going like another color. And I feel like white goes with everything. So I think these are great alternatives. And honestly, I probably will be buying some of those for under the bed, because we are thinking of storing some things under the bed. So IKEA's option is the perfect dupe. And I feel like it just gives you all the vibes and still is very functional. So yeah, definitely a perfect dupe for the Container Store option. Going into your junk drawer, junk. So going into your junk drawer, a great way to organize your batteries is to use a battery storage box. The Container Store has a great version. It's an acrylic, it's clear, it's great. It does exactly what you need to do. But IKEA has a version that is perfect for all of it. It's perfect for batteries. It's perfect for arts and crafts. We actually use this bin to organize Sabria's arts and crafts. It's literally the perfect bin, and it goes for, guess, yep, $3.99. So definitely a steal when it comes to organizing your batteries. I mean, need I say more? IKEA just is winning today. I don't think that you need to spend a lot of money on a box that's going to store your batteries. It's pointless. So definitely I would go for that in a heartbeat. So the next item on my list are shoe racks. And if you know me, you know I love a good shoe rack. Shoe racks are a great way to take your shoes off of the floor and put them on something so that the floor stays nice, clear, and just the floor. I love shoe racks of any type, especially those that have flat shelves. And the Container Store has this beautiful bamboo shoe rack that I always suggest to clients. It doesn't just give you that very aesthetically pleasing look with the bamboo, it's also extremely functional. But Walmart has a very beautiful dupe. And for the cost, I think it's so much more worth it to get it from Walmart. Let me explain why. So the Container Store version goes for $29.99, and that's just for 1 set. You can build with these shoe racks. I think you can go up about like 3 layers, but that's it, because then it starts tipping. I don't know how stable it is, but Walmart has literally the same shoe rack for less cost, because Walmart already comes with 4 tiers or 4 shelves in 1 shoe rack. And the cost for Walmart's option is $26.98 compared to the Container Store option, which is $29.99 for 2 shelves. So you get 4 shelves for much cheaper compared to 2 shelves. And a lot of us have a lot of shoes, so 4 shelves is probably the option you want to go for. Add a clear flat liner to it, and you can add your heels to it because it, you know, covers those holes. So yeah, sticking with shoes, another way to organize your shoes is to add them to some sort of shoe box. And during quarantine, the drop front, open front shoe box was a thing, and they are great, but the cost for one at the Container Store is $9.99. And if you have a lot of shoes, this can get really expensive. But IKEA does have a pretty similar dupe, And for a pack of 4, you can get it for $7.99. Hear me out. Yes, they are not plastic, but it does have a drop front or an open front entryway. So literally they do the same thing. They just have different builds. But I think for $7.99 for 4, you can probably do a lot with them compared to the Container Store, which is $9.99 for 1. So you pick which one you'd rather go with, even though the shoe rack is so much better, in my opinion. So as I mentioned before, the Container Store is still a great place to get all of your organizing products. They have everything that you need. And honestly, I feel like they have different price points for the different customers they have, but there are so many dupes out there that literally do the same job as a Container Store product. So definitely check them out. Do some research before you go out and buy organizing products. Of course, there's a whole entire process you need to follow before you buy organizing products, but nevertheless, there are so many dupes out there that literally, again, will give you the same look. So before we go, let me know in the comment section below if you've purchased any of these products, whether they're from the Container Store or IKEA, Amazon, and Walmart. Let me know below, and I'd like to know. All right, so you already know what time it is. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And thank you so very much for watching this video. And as always, I'll see you soon. Bye. Oh, my poor little arm.